ISAF Sailing World Cup Miami 2014 is in the books. Paige Railey defends her title. And Paige, what does it mean to you to win this event yet again?
It's always nice because it's here, in our own country. So I'm always proud to keep the medal and trophy here for all of U.S. Sailing and everyone here.
You've been in this class for several years now, and you've maintained your dominance, especially on this home course that we have. And what keeps you coming back to this event, and what keeps you in the class?
I think, the race committee does a great job here every year. We have great courses set, and, they do a good job at working with the conditions that are given. I also love the conditions. Granted, sun's out, it's warm, and the water's warm, so that's my perfect scenario in sailing. And then what keeps me in the class is I like that we all have the same boat. I like how much physical effort it takes, and I like all of the tactics and strategy that are involved with this class.
Now, talk about your training plans for this year. We've started off strong here with a win at ISAF Sailing World Cup Miami. Where are you going to be, and what are you going to be racing?
For the next couple months, I'm actually going back to the gym, and I'm going to work pretty hard at trying to gain some weight and to get stronger in the boat. And I'm going to go back to the business world, work a little bit in that. And then from April on, I'll be full-time sailing again and training so I can get a really good finish at the Worlds in Santander and at the test event down in Rio.
Talk about your emotions about making the U.S. sailing team Sperry topsider for another year and representing your country on the national team. Is that important to you?
Of course. I think representing the team and the country is one of the biggest reasons why I sail. It's nice to go around the world and show everyone, this is where I'm from and this is what we represent. And, it's always made me really proud to be able to do that.
ISAF Sailing World Cup Miami 2014 is complete, and in the 49er class, we had Americans up there at the top. Silver medalists at this event were Brad Funk from Miami, Florida, and Trevor Burd from Marblehead, Massachusetts. You guys have only been together a couple months, Trevor, training hard down here in Miami. Did you expect to get here so soon?
I can't say we expected to be quite here so soon. We've been training really hard for the last few months and working really hard, and we've been pretty happy with our speed and how we've been progressing. But no, it's a great surprise to be here, and really happy, and it's got to see our work's paying off. Long way to go, though.
Brad, you're an experienced Olympic campaigner. You had a couple laser campaigns, did very well on that stage, and then you switched to the 49er skiff. Are you happy that you made that switch?
Yeah, it's a completely different project for me. Laser done that, and this is a whole new, fun, exciting mountain to climb. And I'm blessed to be sailing with Trevor, and it looks like we got a bright future ahead in the boat, in the class.
Trevor, kind of take us through your event. You guys just kept slowly climbing every day and culminating in today's medal races.
Going through the event, I would say that we tried to keep it a little bit kind of low pressure and go in, just execute the plan we had. Definitely led her the whole time, which is something we've been working on a bit in the last week or so. We just tried to keep doing what we knew how to do, sail a little bit fast and staying away from big packs of boats.
Brad, talk about your training plans this year. We have the Santander Combined Worlds. What are you guys going to do to make sure you're peaking at that event?
We're going to go to Palma early, do a little training there, do Palma, Hier's, kind of do the usual European tour, and just keep our progress going. This is kind of the flat water venue for the World Cup, and a lot of other venues are wavier and a little windier. So I think we're going to train a little bit in the ocean next month to kind of get us ready for going to Europe and going to the gym, staying healthy. It's kind of all we can do leading into next summer.
And then finally, Trevor, what does it mean to the two of you to be on the U.S. sailing team Sperry topsider and representing the country on the national team?
It means a lot to me to be on the team again, and representing the country is huge. We're out here to, because we're Americans and we want to go to the games, to represent the USA. So it's a huge deal for me.
Guys, congratulations. Well done.
Thanks. And the Sperry booties are the best, by the way. I love those things.
Team Portoeus Walker just completed a successful, if light air event down here at ISAF Sailing World Cup Miami. you guys are on quite a tear here. You know, you had your first ever Scud Regatta and you qualified for the team. Then you had your first ever Worlds and you got 4th. And now you have your first World Cup event and you made the podium. So, Ryan, I mean, sky's the limit for you guys, right?
Yeah, we're pretty happy right now. And 4th at the Worlds and then 3rd here. So hopefully we'll just keep climbing up the podium. We got better each day of racing, and that's really a good positive. And we know we'll have a lot to work on, but we have the goal is in sight and definitely reachable. So we're leaving this regatta with definitely a big positive there.
And Cindy, kind of tell us about how this event unfolded for you guys.
We knew we wanted to come down and race it, and just worked really hard with Magnus at Team Paradise to get a good boat and get everything ready for it. The other Scud team, Sarah and Jerry and Brian, helped us get ready, just get our equipment prepared. Brian did a lot of work for us on our seats, so just really making sure that we had spare parts if we needed it, and batteries for our seats, which helped.
Talk about how Scud racing is really a team effort, and how many people it takes to support you and to support all members of U.S. Sailing Team Sperry Topsider, Olympic and Paralympic. You all kind of have your own short team, right?
Yes. Thankfully, Rye's parents were able to come, because without them we wouldn't have been on the water. It takes a lot of back and forth, and like on and off the boat, trying to get stuff done. You're on the boat, you're needing a tool. So for us having them, it was really, really key. And again, with our coach and the other U.S. Scud team, it was really helpful. If we needed anything, they were doing repairs on Rye's seat on the water. His mom would come down and make sure his seat was ready to go. His dad's putting the sails up for us. So it really is a team event. And for us on the boat, it's all about communication and timing. And one of the things that we are working on all the time.
Now, Ryan, this is going to be a big year for your campaign with Cindy. You guys are kind of trying to peak at the IFDS World Championships in Halifax, Nova Scotia in the summer. What are you going to do between now and then to make sure you guys are ready for that event in terms of training and equipment and all the rest of it?
So the goal right now is to peak at the IFDS Worlds in Halifax. And right now we have an old boat, but we're happy to be able to get out there and race competitively in it. And we're looking forward, though, to getting a new boat on the way. And it's going to be a Mach 2 boat, where we're in a Mach 1 right now. And there's some differences to the boat, so it's going to be interesting to get in that boat and see how we compete in that. And in the meantime, we'll try to do a lot of training together. We have some good training camps set up right now. In a couple of weeks, we'll be training with the Canadians and the British. So looking forward to that, train with some international competition, and then do some domestic training with the other U.S. Sailing Sperry Topsider team up in Rhode Island. So we have some good plans and looking forward to it.
And Cindy, going through all the effort to come down here and race in Miami, one of the big rewards is that you are now an official member yet again of the U.S. Sailing Team Sperry Topsider for 2014.
Yeah.
Talk about why that was an important goal for you to achieve.
Just to know that we could work together really well as a team again, and just see what happened. It was a lot of work to get down here, just planning and getting new vehicles and just making sure that we were ready, physically, mentally, and the boat was ready. So.
And what does it mean to you to be a full-fledged member of the U.S. National Sailing Team?
I am really excited to be a member of the U.S. National Sailing Team again. There's a lot of support with logistics and planning. You guys are an awesome group of people, and I'm lucky enough to get to be this guy's crew. He's an awesome skipper. So, and I'm, it's exciting to know that your hard work is paying off, and people are supporting you, your friends, your family, your teammates.
Before the event, we had a meeting, and we had the directors of the U.S. Sailing Team Sperry Topsider going over the plans for 2015, and it's looking really promising what they've put together for us. And all the support they're going to provide. And without that, it's just we can't even get out on the water. So big thank you to the U.S. sailing team. It's very topsided for providing that help, and all the people behind that working to continually get us out on the water and support our goal to go to Rio in 2016.
Team Portoeus Walker. Team Portoeus Walker, bronze medalist, ISAF Sailing World Cup Miami, and 2014 members of the U.S. sailing team. Very topsider. Congratulations.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks, Will.
Final day of Paralympic class racing here at ISAF Sailing World Cup Miami, and for the second year in a row, Team 674, Rick Doerr, Hugh Freund, and with new addition Tim Angle, our bronze medalists. So Rick, can you kind of give us a recap of how your regatta went?
I like the way the regatta went first this week. We had some fairly uncertain hopes for the week, and with a basic tenet of just have fun and sail well. And we thought that we were going to end up as the top U.S. team. That was our primary goal, and then to finish on the podium as well. We have a new team member on board, and it really wasn't hard to integrate Tim in, because he's been with us before, and I think the chemistry on board, when you have good sailors, they just it's all about communication, and the communication between the three of us was fantastic.
Tim, you guys won the first two races in this regatta, and then we had long stretches of inactivity due to breeze. Was it tough for you guys to kind of keep your mindset sharp and be ready to go race at any given moment?
Not really. Like Rick was saying, the communication was just so good on the water, and it just felt so natural that once we got out on the course, it was just game on, and that game is tough from time to time, but it just felt really good.
Now, Hugh, you guys have made the U.S. sailing team Sperry topsider once again. Was it an important goal of your team to make the U.S. sailing team Sperry topsider, and why?
It was. We've really, we worked really hard the past 5 years, and so making the team again, being the number one sonar on the team is critical to what we want to do in the next 3 years going up to Rio.
And a lot of the support that you get from U.S. Sailing in terms of coaching and logistics and even down to stuff like team gear, is it all important additions to the campaign you're trying to run?
I mean, it's really critical, especially when we're trying to go abroad. There's absolutely no way that we'd be able to make a decent campaign on the Euro circuit without the logistics support, the coaching staff, the shipping, and of course all the apparel we have from Sperry topsider, so we're prepared for warm conditions in Miami or cold conditions up in Medalist.
And Rick, talk about your yearly plan. Have you guys thought much about which events you're doing and how you're going to continue to improve in 2014?
Yeah, a lot of it is based on events here stateside. There's a lot of sonar class events that we really base our schedule on. And then we want to, be peaking in August for the Disabled World Championships, which will be in Nova Scotia. At that point, we'll probably have a very good feel of what the world sailors are going to be bringing for, 2 years from now for Rio. It's also a country qualifier for the Paralympics. And it'll be a really important time for us to be peaking, so we can count on qualifying U.S. for the games. There are some other international events that we will probably be able to get on our schedule. But right now we have a two-boat program that we're going to base here in the States and have some intense training and get up to speed.
All right, another World Cup event in the books. Team USA 674 on the podium. Congratulations on mission accomplished.
See you there.
Thanks a lot.